how's it going, guys? Welcome to my channel. Now, as you can tell from Tyler's video, I've decided to be doing a video of me basically eating for the whole day. It's going to be a full day of eating video to show you guys what I eat during the day to stay in shape and stay shredded year round. Hope this video helps. I'll also be breaking down each meal and why I have it and what the value and benefit of each meal is. Yeah, with that being said, let's jump right into it. Alright, so I like to start off my day having about half a scoop of pre-workout. I know you guys are wondering, why are you having pre-workout first thing in the morning? Aren't you meant to have that before training? The reason I have it first thing in the morning is because pre-workout helps give you energy, helps you focus better, and it just wakes your body up. So I have half a scoop in the morning and about another half a scoop in the afternoon. Alright, so pre-workout's finished. Feeling nice and hydrated, feeling nice and fresh, ready to smash the day, feeling real good. Moving on now, I'm going to be having breakfast. For breakfast, it's going to be oats, about 50 grams of oats and some berries and some peanut butter. I don't like my breakfast being too heavy. I'm not a very breakfast heavy person, only because like I've noticed that when I have too much oats, it tends to upset my stomach. When I have like over about 100 grams of oats, that's when it starts getting a bit problematic. Because keep in mind, guys, oats is pretty high in fiber, so when you have too much oats, it can cause you to feel a bit uncomfortable. Yeah, so pre-workout's done. I'm going to take you guys through my breakfast meal now, show you guys what I have every morning for breakfast, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so first thing that you want to do when making these oats is I don't use any milk or any of that for my oats. I'm not really a dairy person. I hardly have any dairy. What I do is I put a scoop of protein powder into the oats. So, you know, 1 scoop of protein powder. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to dilute the protein powder by putting some water in, and I'm going to make it nice and gooey. And I'm going to put peanut butter inside it to make it even more gooey. And then you already know the process after that. I don't have to explain to you guys, but I basically put the oats in afterwards and mix it up. So you should be getting a nice gooey texture just like this over here. You see that? You see how it's nice and gooey? That's the sort of texture you want. You want it to be nice and gooey like that. I'm going to be putting some peanut butter inside it now as well. So next step is peanut butter. Alright, so with the peanut butter, I have plant-based vegan peanut butter. I know that sounds weird, but I basically have this peanut butter because it doesn't upset my stomach. Now, I have a condition where, like, if I have too much peanut butter or I have too much oats, whatever, it upsets my stomach. I got a pretty sensitive stomach, if that makes sense. So that's why I, go with vegan peanut butter, and I cut dairy out as well because dairy's got hormones and all this other shit inside it that really upsets my stomach. But yeah, I recommend you go with that as well, vegan peanut butter, especially if you're someone who tends to get upset stomach easily. Highly recommend you go with that. Should get a nice gooey texture just like that. Now, if you find it difficult to mix it up, which is what I'm having trouble with right now, I'll just put a little bit of water in. Alright, so now all I gotta do is I just gotta put some berries in the oats and mix it up, and that's basically my breakfast meal for the day. And that is the end result. That is what I have for breakfast every morning. So in regards with the competition, I've decided to pull out, so I've decided not to do the competition, and that's only because of COVID and because it's going to get postponed again. Keep in mind, guys, I've been dieting since June, so I've been on diet for like 4 or 5 months now, and it definitely started taking a toll on my physical and mental health, so I decided to pull out and decided not to do the show anymore. I'm basically just like eating at maintenance calories right now and just staying the way I am and training hard. I've decided to stay on maintenance calories because I might do a show later in the year, so that's why I just gotta still stay shredded and until I make up my mind with what I actually want to do. But for now, I've decided to pull out and just basically just gonna stay shredded until I decide to do a show later in the future. But it's alright. Like, summer festivals are gonna be happening soon because in New Zealand, we have summer festivals during December and January. So I can just pull up and be a shredded sick cunt like Ziz and go hard and show off my physique. So I'm not really complaining. But yeah, anyway, straight after breakfast, I'm gonna go train in the dungeon. Gonna train some chest and triceps, so stay tuned for that. I don't really have much training equipment as we're in lockdown. Been 11 weeks into lockdown now, so I just have like a pair of dumbbells and a pair of barbells that I just use and just stick to that, and yeah, I just try to make it work. I don't really get the best pumps. It legit feels like a prison workout, but I try to make it work anyway. But yeah, straight after breakfast, I'm gonna go do that, and yeah, stay tuned. So I basically got a barbell and dumbbell, a little bit of weight. So that's about 40 kgs of weight in total. So yeah, it's literally like a prison workout. So once I'm done with my training, I want to take you guys through what I have after my training. So I'll show you guys what I eat for my second meal during the day. So stay tuned for that. Alright, so the workout is finally done. I'm gonna go have a shower and I'm gonna show you guys what I have after my workouts as a meal, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, so that's basically my second meal of the day. So 150 grams of chicken, 250 grams of rice, and some coleslaw veggies to finish it off with. Alright, so this is what I'm having for my second meal of the day. It's basically rice and chicken with coleslaw. So in this meal right here, as you can see, that is 150 grams of chicken, 350 grams of rice, and veggies to finish it off with. The reason why I'm having a lot of carbs at the moment, even though I'm not meant to, the reason why I'm having a lot of carbs at the moment is because of to restore my glycogen, because like I went through a phase where I was like having really low carbs for about like a good 3 to 4 months, so my body was very depleted with glycogen. So that's why I'm like having high carbs now to help restore all that lost glycogen. I haven't been training as hard and as efficiently. That's why I'm having higher carbs now, because studies have shown that, you know, having high carb meals helps with exercise performance and training. That's why I'm basically having carbs, a lot more carbs now as opposed to before. Like I'm having about 300 grams of carbs now, whereas before I was having about 50 grams to 100 grams of carbs a day, which wasn't much at all. And I went through that phase for like a good 3 months or so. And so yeah, my body, it was definitely taking like a toll on my body, like physically and mentally. But since I'm not doing my competition anymore, and I've gone back to maintenance calories, that's why I'm having like, you know, more carbs and having a higher calorie intake, just because there's no need for me to be in a deficit anymore since I'm not really getting ready for a competition. But yeah, that's basically my second meal of the day. So after that, I'm going to show you guys what I have for my third meal and what I have before bed, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so it's currently 8, just quickly focus the camera. So it's currently 8:18 and I'm about to have my third meal now. So for my third meal, I've decided to have some beef patties and some fries. I'll show you what that looks like. No. So this is basically what I'm having for my third meal. It's 150 grams of beef patties, 250 grams of fries, and some coleslaw to finish it off with. I'm going to put some chicken sauce seasoning in there as well. After I'm done with that meal, I'm going to be having oats. So I'm going to be having about 50 grams of oats and some berries and a protein powder before bed, and that's pretty much about it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the day. Alright guys, so last meal of the day. It's currently 10:45 right now. It is quite late to be having a meal, not gonna lie. I usually go to bed like around 1:30, but I got a bit busy today. I went for a walk, had to go pick up some groceries. But anyway, so for dinner, what I have every night before bed is I kind of don't have too much carbs, because, you know, if I have too much carbs before I sleep, it's not that carbs is bad for you, it's more just so that it just takes my body longer to digest all the carbs, and like it kind of affects my sleep. So like, you know, sleeping is like a little bit harder and stuff to do. So yeah, that's why I just kind of avoid carbs before I go to bed. But anyhow, so what I'm going to be having right now is I'm going to be having about 150 grams of yogurt. So that's unsweetened yogurt. It looks a little bit crusty and ugly, but it's plain unsweetened yogurt. So 150 grams of this. Alright, so that was only luckily just enough yogurt, but yeah, 150 grams of yogurt, and then I'm going to be having 50 grams of oats as well. Creatine. So during my cutting phase, or during when I really want to get lean, I take a lot of creatine only because when you're on a cutting phase and you get really lean, you just get like fatigue. You tend to get tired more easily. So that's why it's good to have like the little short burst of energy, and that comes through creatine. So that's why I highly recommend you take creatine, especially if you want to cut down and get very lean. It's very good for you. So yeah, about a scoop of creatine, protein powder as well, scoop of protein powder, and finish it off with some berries as well. So I'm gonna be putting about 150 grams of mixed berries in there as well. There's not 100 grams in there, but that is what it is. But yeah, that's pretty much my dinner, guys. I pretty much just have yogurt with oats and protein powder with a little bit of berries. Yep, so that is the end result. That is what I basically have every night before bed. Just some oats and some berries and some protein powder. And that's me for the day, pretty much. If you guys did enjoy this video, please smash the subscribe button and the like button, as that would mean a lot. And with that being said,